Well, howdy folks. So here's the unboxing of the new DJI Mini 5 Pro. And the reason I got this was for a variety of features. Here we go. It's got a 1-inch sensor. It's got gimbal rotation, a tele mode, nightscape omnidirectional obstacle sensing and forward LiDAR, active track. It says it's also got a long flight time, but what it also, well, it's got nightscape, but that doesn't mean that the omnidirectional object avoidance is only for nighttime. So here we go. Let's see what this guy's about. So much for smoothly, easily, delicately, whatever. And for those keeping score, this is my second drone. Whoops, sorry camera. My first one, my entry into drone flying, was a DJI Mini 4K. Scan the QR code using a smartphone before first use. I will do that before first use. What I'm going to do right now is just unpack everything and get batteries charging. It's quite the case here. Oh, everything's already packed in the case. I'm going to have to remember how that packing is done. Okay, shoulder strap. Hey dude, welcome to my world. RC controller. I think that's what it's called. This one is the controller with the built-in screen. I think I'm going to follow the advice of another drone pilot guy who said one of the best things you can get for this is a screen protector. And I would agree. Here's just a little aside. This Galaxy S25 Ultra, I bought a nice screen protector for it, and I was out working, and I think I was out working in the yard, did something, and I heard this crack, and I saw the spider crack go across my screen, and I went into the store to cry about it, and she said, "Oh no, your screen's fine, that's just the screen protector." And I was very happy. What do we have here? Unlock box. Oh, it's got some spares in it. It's got some spare A and B props. Another USB-C to USB-C. So it should be 3 sets of props. Yeah, 3 sets of A's and B's. What do we got here? Ooh, this is the ND filters. Having learned the value of ND filters with my Mini 4K, I was glad that this kit came with some. A little dubious about the values. I'll have to wait and see what happens in the real world. But they're ND8, ND32, and ND28. Must be like nighttime. Okay, so ND filters, nice. Okay, all right. Bring the memory card. So it looks like there's a little decal. And this would appear okay, so there's a decal that's the size of a memory card, and then the DJI logo, and a quick start guide and safety guidelines and ESA and the DJI forum. We will look into that in a while. Not just right now. As far as I know, the rest of this box is a spacer. So, what else do we have in here? Okay. We have us a charging station. Two-way charging hub. Cool. And last but not least, this guy feels a little heftier than the little Mini. Oh, would you look at this crazy cover? Wow. Okay, so it has its own kind of prop keeper system. And I'm sure, oh yeah, there is a slot for a memory card. Okay, I am going to charge the controller and the batteries, and that's it for unboxing. We'll look into the rest of it before long. Okay, there's my joystick thumb stick. Ooh, what have you? Okay, anyway, there you go, folks. Maybe I'll even fly it tomorrow. We'll see. All right, yeah, it's actually 2 days later, and I'm flying this just like I did my previous drone. And I'm using, that is without automation, and I'm using essentially the same video settings, except I inadvertently chose 60 frames per second instead of 30. It was an overcast day, and I just can't recall if I have one of the ND filters on here or not. Something tells me I don't, and I adjusted a exposure setting. Anyway, again, this is with the 1-inch sensor, and I just have this great feeling that it's capable of gathering a lot more light than the previous drone's sensor, the Mini 4K. And as far as I can tell without using a color checker chart, this thing seems to be a little less saturated than the other one. Of course, right now I'm just using MP4 and Rec 709. I'm not using the log file format. Looking over here at the, I guess for lack of a better term, the abandoned neighbor's house, where the construction company that was doing work on the school just down the road had used their yard as a staging area. And a neighbor has recently been riding their quad over there. And I was just flying over in that space because I've flown over there before with the other drone. And I just wanted to kind of get a real quick overview to not only for me, but to show you guys a little bit of what the new drone is capable of. The other kind of pseudo embarrassing thing is I'm pretty sure I had one of my wireless mics on. I just forgot to hit record. Okay, so this is essentially a duplication of the monthly drone flight thing that I do, where I go up to approximately 140, 145 feet and do a slow circle, starting out looking at the east, going now through south. Center of the screen is where that grade school is. There's going through south, and then over here to the west, the I-405 freeway is in the background. It's funny, when I started my channel, I had a couple of flights like this, and met a lady at the Fred Meyer who said, "Are you famous?" I said, "What? No." Because she'd seen my channel and had said her house is in the some of the videos. So I didn't ask specifically what it was. Anyway, that's kind of fun. Okay, so that was the like the 0 degree pan. Now I tilt the gimbal down, of course, after pushing it up first because I haven't memorized that control. And I have slid a little bit to the west. I'm supposed to be over my ham antenna, just kind of centered in the roof of the house. And let's see, the bananas are still under their plastic in this shot. And I haven't weeded the back lawn yet. The black plastic is going to stay down for the entire season. And next year we're going to plant that with grass. But once again, the circle around the backyard, and then when this piece is over, then I will be taking the drone over to the south end of the vegetable garden and try to fly it up the garden and then eventually land. So let's listen to some music, yeah. And here we are. We're starting the approach to the yard. I should be dropping it down here. The garden path, the grass seed didn't come up as well as we were hoping, but we're going to again, of course, overseed that as soon as the temperatures start going up. And I think Brenda said that's Swiss chard. That's on the right side there. Happy over winter, which is unusual. I got a little too close to the pine tree. Oh no, that was yesterday's flight. Okay, never mind. Yep, so here we are. We're bringing it on home. I wasn't used to the proximity alarms, and the volume on the controller hadn't learned how to turn that down yet, so it was very annoyingly loud. Come back up so I'm over the concrete deck and coming on home for a landing. Well, there you go. That's unboxing and the first flight with the DJI Mini 5 Pro. When I learn more about the camera, we'll try to get some better shots and something more interesting to look at. Bye for now.